Welcome, everyone, to Learn English with Leo and Lily. I am Leo.
And I am Lily. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Today, we're going to talk about something very important, something many people find difficult. We're going to talk about confidence.
Yes, confidence. Have you ever felt shy or unsure of yourself? Maybe you wanted to speak English, but you felt too nervous.
It happens to all of us. But confidence is a valuable skill, not just for speaking English, but for your whole life.
When you feel confident, you can try new things, make new friends, and express your ideas clearly. It helps you grow.
So, if you want to feel stronger and more ready for challenges, stay with us. We will explore how to build that inner strength. So, Lily, we talked about building inner strength. What exactly do we mean by confidence? Is it just about being brave all the time?
That is a great question, Leo. Many people think confidence means you are never scared or you always know the answer. But it is much more than just being brave.
Ah, I see. So, it's not about never feeling fear, but about something deeper.
Exactly. True confidence is about believing in yourself. It means trusting your own abilities, even when things are difficult or new.
So, if I'm trying to speak English and I make a mistake, confidence means I still believe I can learn and improve.
Yes, that is a perfect example. It's knowing that you have the skills or that you can learn them and that you can handle challenges. It's an inner feeling of security.
That sounds really important for personal growth. If you believe in yourself, you'll be more likely to try new things, even if they seem hard.
Absolutely. And it's vital for communication too. When you feel confident, you can express your thoughts and feelings more clearly. You're less worried about what others might think.
So it helps us speak up, ask questions, and truly connect with people.
Precisely. It helps you grow as a person and connect better with the world around you. It allows you to take risks, learn from experiences, and keep moving forward.
That's very clear, Lily. It sounds like confidence is a superpower. But if it's so good, why do we sometimes not feel confident? What makes us lose that belief in ourselves?
That is a common question, Leo. Many people struggle with feeling confident. One big reason is the fear of making mistakes. Especially when learning a new language, people worry a lot about saying the wrong word or using the wrong grammar.
Oh, I understand that feeling. When I was learning Spanish, I often stopped myself from speaking because I was afraid of sounding silly.
Exactly. And that fear can stop us from even trying. Another reason is comparing ourselves to others. We look at someone who speaks English perfectly, and we think, oh, I am not as good as them.
Yes, that happens a lot. We see only the successful side of others, and we forget that they also made many mistakes on their journey.
Precisely. And then there are past negative experiences. Maybe someone laughed at you, or you had a bad experience trying to speak. These things can stick with us and make us afraid to try again.
So if someone had a bad experience in a classroom, they might feel nervous about speaking English again in public?
That is right, but it is so important to remember something, Leo. These feelings, the fear, the comparison, the worries from the past, they are completely normal. Everyone, even very confident people, feels this way sometimes.
So it's not just me or just our listeners. Everyone faces these moments of doubt.
That is it. It's part of being human. The goal is not to never feel doubt, but to understand it and learn how to move past it. Now, how do we start building that confidence, especially from the inside? It begins with our mindset, how we think about ourselves.
Our mindset, so it's about changing our thoughts. That sounds difficult sometimes.
It can be, but it's very powerful. The first step is something called positive self-talk. This means the way you speak to yourself in your head. Is it kind? Is it supportive? Or do you tell yourself negative things?
Ah, I see. So instead of thinking I am bad at English, I should think I'm learning English and I'm getting better every day.
Exactly. Or if you make a mistake, instead of saying, "Oh, I am so silly," you can say, "It is okay. Mistakes help me learn." Our inner voice is very important. It shapes how we feel about ourselves and what we believe we can do. It's like having a coach inside your head who always encourages you.
That is a nice way to think about it, a personal coach. So we need to be kind to ourselves with our words. What else can we do? Next, it is important to identify your personal strengths. Many times when we lack confidence, we focus only on what we cannot do well. But everyone has strengths.
True. Maybe someone is a good listener, or very persistent, or good at writing, even if speaking is hard.
Precisely. Take a moment to think, what am I good at? What do I enjoy doing? It doesn't have to be related to English at first. It could be anything. Maybe you are good at solving problems, or you're a very kind friend, or you are organized. Recognizing these strengths, even outside of language learning, builds your overall sense of self-worth. It reminds you that you are capable and valuable.
So, if I realize I'm good at being organized, that can help me feel better about myself in general, and then that positive feeling might transfer to learning English too.
Yes, it can. Because confidence is not just one thing. It's a general belief in your abilities. And finally, celebrate your small achievements. This is so important.
Small achievements? What does that mean?
It means recognizing and feeling proud of every little step forward. For example, in English, maybe you understood a new sentence today, or you used a new word correctly, or you had a short conversation without too many pauses.
Even something like that, it feels like such a small thing sometimes.
But these small things add up to big progress. When you acknowledge these small wins, it tells your brain, hey, I'm doing well. I can do this. It builds momentum. Many people wait for a huge success to feel confident, but confidence is built brick by brick with each small victory.
So if I learned 5 new words this week, I should celebrate that, even if it's just by telling myself, "Good job, Leo."
Exactly. Or even treating yourself to a nice cup of tea. Make it a habit to notice what you are doing well. This helps change your inner narrative, the story you tell yourself about yourself. Instead of, I am not good enough, the story becomes, I am learning, I am growing, and I am making progress every day. This is how you build a strong foundation of confidence from the inside out. It is a daily practice, not a one-time fix. So, Lily, we have talked about building confidence from the inside with our thoughts and our self-talk, but what about action? Does doing things also help us feel more confident?
Absolutely, Leo. In fact, action is a huge part of building confidence. Sometimes we wait to feel confident before we act, but often it is the other way around. Acting helps us become more confident. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
That makes sense. So, what kind of actions are we talking about?
Well, one great way is to simply try new things. Often our fear of failure stops us from trying, and then we never learn what we are capable of. It doesn't have to be something huge. For English learners, it could be trying to use a new grammar structure you just learned, or asking a question in English at a store, even if it feels a little scary.
So, instead of just thinking about using a new word, actually using it in a sentence.
Exactly. The first time you do it, it might feel awkward. But then you realize, oh, I did it, and it was fine. That small success builds confidence for the next time. Another very important action is practicing good body language.
Body language? How does that help with confidence?
Our body language sends messages not only to others, but also to ourselves. Think about it. If you stand tall with your shoulders back and make eye contact, how do you feel?
I suppose I would feel, well, more open, more ready, not hidden.
Precisely. And if you slouch, look at the floor, and cross your arms, you might feel more closed off or shy. Even if you don't feel confident inside, acting confident with your body can actually make you start to feel more confident.
So even if I'm nervous, I can try to stand tall and smile.
Yes, try it. Make eye contact when you are speaking with someone. Use open gestures instead of crossing your arms. These small physical changes can really affect your mental state. It is like your body is telling your brain, hey, we are ready for this.
That is a very interesting idea. It's like faking it until you make it, but in a good way.
A little bit, yes. It's about influencing your internal state through external actions. And this leads to another important action, stepping outside your comfort zone a little bit each day.
My comfort zone. That sounds like where I like to stay.
I understand. Our comfort zone is a safe place, but real growth happens just outside it. For building confidence, it means doing something that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but not totally terrified.
Can you give some examples for our listeners?
Of course. If speaking English in front of people scares you, your comfort zone is probably quiet listening. Stepping outside it could be simply saying hello to a neighbor in English, or perhaps ordering your coffee in English, or asking for directions. It is about taking one small step each day. It might be challenging yourself to ask one question during an online English class, rather than staying silent.
So, not suddenly giving a presentation, but just one small interaction.
Exactly. The goal is small steps, consistent steps. When you do something new and survive, or even succeed, your comfort zone expands. The next time that same action feels easier, and you're ready for a slightly bigger challenge. This builds momentum. Each small success tells you, I can do this. I am capable.
So these small actions, trying new things, good body language, and stepping outside our comfort zone, they all add up. They create a feeling of progress.
Yes, they do. And that feeling of progress, of seeing yourself successfully navigate new situations, is the fuel for growing confidence. It's a powerful cycle. The more you act, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more you are willing to act. It's a beautiful process.
This sounds very helpful, building confidence through action. But what happens when, after all this effort, our confidence just drops? What if we have a bad day or make a big mistake?
That is a great question, Leo, because it happens to everyone. No one feels confident all the time. The most important thing is to remember that it is okay. When your confidence falters, the first step is to practice self-compassion.
Self-compassion? What exactly does that mean?
It means being kind to yourself, just like you would be kind to a friend. If a friend made a mistake or felt unsure, you would not scold them, would you? You would offer comfort and understanding. Do the same for yourself. Tell yourself, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I am still learning.
So instead of thinking, oh, I am so bad at this, I should think, it is a learning moment.
Exactly. Treat yourself with gentleness. Do not be too hard on yourself. And another powerful tool is to remember your past successes.
My past successes?
Yes, even small ones. Think about a time when you felt good about something you did. Maybe you successfully ordered food in English, or you understood a difficult sentence. Maybe you helped someone. Remembering those moments reminds you that you are capable and you have achieved things before. This can help bring back some of that good feeling.
That is a good idea. Sometimes I forget all the things I actually can do.
We all do. Our brains sometimes focus more on the negative. So it is important to actively recall the positive. And finally, when your confidence drops, do not be afraid to seek support.
Seeking support from whom?
From friends, family, or even mentors, people you trust. Sometimes just talking about how you feel can help. They can offer a different perspective. They might remind you of your strengths or tell you about a time they felt unsure. Knowing you are not alone can be very comforting.
So, if I am feeling down about my English, for example, I could talk to a friend who is also learning, or even my English teacher.
Precisely. They can encourage you, give you advice, or simply listen. Sometimes hearing someone say, "You are doing great," or "I understand how you feel," is all you need to feel a little bit stronger and regain your composure. It helps you see that these moments are temporary.
Wow, Lily, this has been such an important conversation. We have talked about what confidence truly means, why sometimes we do not feel it, and practical ways to build it, both in our minds and through our actions. And importantly, how to pick ourselves up when confidence drops.
Absolutely, Leo. The key takeaway for our listeners is that confidence is not something you are born with or without. It is a skill you can learn and practice, just like learning a language. It is a journey, not a destination.
So for our action step this week, we want to give you something simple to start with. We encourage you to choose one small action that makes you feel just a tiny bit unsure and try it. It could be saying hello to someone new, asking a question in English class, or trying a new activity. Just one small step.
Yes, take that step. And remember this powerful quote from the famous tennis player Arthur Ashe. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. It reminds us that we do not need to be perfect to begin.
That is a wonderful quote. Before we go, please remember to subscribe to Learn English with Leo and Lily wherever you listen to podcasts. Your subscriptions help us reach more learners.
And we would love to hear your thoughts. Leave us a comment and tell us one small thing you will do this week to practice your confidence.
Thank you for joining us on this journey to building more confidence. Remember, every step, no matter how small, moves you forward.
You are capable and you are growing every single day. Keep believing in yourself. Goodbye for now.